Ladies and gentlemen, in this week's episode, the Penzance project is complete. We're celebrating 2 birthdays. Is there a new leader of sales in town? And I'm pretty sure the guys in the yard are looking to sue me for broken promises and breach of contract. I'm Matt Tranter, and this is episode number 4 of Inside the Box. Good morning. It's Monday. Gone are the flatness blues of the end of last week. I apologise for that. I watched it back on Sunday morning with you lot because I didn't actually get a chance to do a proof watch through, which I'm pretty sure is a massive no-no in the world of content creation. But I am a novice, I'm a beginner, and I left it very late to actually get the final edits done. I didn't finish till about 4 o'clock on Sunday morning when it was actually being uploaded. And then obviously I had to stay there and wait for all the video to render, and then obviously again the uploading process onto YouTube. However, it was nice to see obviously people sharing some nice things with me, saying it was good and things like that, and not to let the haters get you down, which I'm actually one of the advocates of that kind of way of thinking, but there we go. Monday, lots going on. We've got a 5 bay coming out of Oxford and being delivered into the yard today. The lads are down in Penzance doing the finishing trimming up of the building down there that we put in last week. Chris is still up in Stockport painting, and then obviously the guys are over in Stafford stripping out the remainder of the 39 bays, getting ready for it to be lifted on the week commencing the 24th of June. So plenty going on. Let's go and get up to the depot and get some filming and some work done. Probably work before the filming because I've got plenty of emails that are already popping through the door. See you up there in a bit. We've got a crane due in around 10 o'clock this morning just to get this area prepared. We've got to move the anti-vandals from episode 1, and we've got to move the 40 by 12 from episode 2 just into a better spot, and then we're going to land the 5 bay down in this area here. I might even move these couple of units somewhere else as well, and we're also going to lift down the unit that Chloe sold, which is the first sale of the new office, but we have picked up some more sales now. I will just never go down in history as the first person to sell in the new office. So let's get on with clearing this space. All right, and that's that little spot cleared up. Now you just gotta wait for the crane to come, and we can get rid of those ones and that one somewhere else. And then the 5 bay will sit nicely in this area. And just as I finish, Sammy arrives in the crane. Kieran and Luke from KU Designs arrive in the yard to start the roofing works on the 3 bay and the 6 bay, and also the first lorry has arrived in the yard from Oxford. So this is a 15 metre by 10 metre modular building, previously used as an office block down in Oxford. Portakabin manufacturer, which is one of the big boys of the industry. They do some fantastic units. As you can see, we've got some really nice glazing across the front. We've got a 1.5 door entrance door. So I've got a few options that we can possibly do with a building like this. It's 15 metres long by 12 metres deep. So it's a really good size, but at this time of year for us, everything is pretty much geared towards our education market. So this building will make an absolutely awesome double classroom space. So previously, you can see it would have had a suspended ceiling in here originally. You can just see where all of the metal strapping is here for where they had the wiring, etc. Double glazed windows, plasterboard lined. Obviously got some damage where they've had some notice boards or something up. I'd say it had aircon in at one point as well. So we'll get these, we'll probably get these boards off and swap them. And then yeah, we'll put a new suspended ceiling in here. Let's get this all done. It's a shame because it's actually the floor tiles. Look, an LVT floor tile, really nice job. It's just a shame that we haven't got the matching floor tiles to finish off the bay joints. Well, that should be a cracking bit of flooring to finish off for the new people. You can see that they've had a 3-compartment trunking around the middle where those gaps in the internal H sections are. And then you've obviously got those really nice feature windows. So I'm thinking that this could be easily adapted to suit a double classroom layout quite comfortably. Let's just go and have a look in the other half of the building. So when we strip these buildings, obviously you can see for transport, this wall's just not safe to transport. It only sits in the light gauge steel framing, so the guys will drop that. But to be honest, I don't think any of these walls are going to stay in there. We'll take all these out and just build brand new traditional timber studded walls using the 70mm timber, 12.5mm plasterboard either side as their internal walls. But yeah, I think this is a pretty awesome space. You're going to get about, I think it's about 170 square metres worth of space for a school. So you easily get 30 pupils in either side for a general teaching space. So I'm really happy with this building. You can see this is the original ceiling up here. So you've got a standard steel face in that Portakabin do, and then they've attached this 28mm insulation, 25mm rigid insulation to the ceiling just to give it a bit more thermal properties. So I think you can see up there where they had the original suspended ceiling track, which we took down. But we'll take all that off and we'll do a new suspended ceiling. Externally, the building's pretty good. Let's go and have a look outside. There's a few spots where the old paint has bubbled. You can just see down here. So none of that rust is anything too bad. It's just where the metal trims have just. Actually, I'd probably say it's where something else has been on it. I think most of that will just rub off. The way you see where we've got these water bubbles, we'll just sand all that back, and then basically I've got a choice of whether we repaint it as a whole. But I actually think what would look really nice is like the cladding that we've used on the Telford project. If we do Bay 1, Bay 3 and Bay 5 in the thermo wood cladding, and then maybe get these painted in a dark anthracite colour, the same as what we've done down in Penzance and on the Penzance project. I think that will look really nice for a school. And as I say, down the gable ends, we never put any windows, and sort of probably the 10 or 12 metre elevations for a school. It gives the teachers a teaching wall to be able to put their interactive whiteboards, any storage that they might want in there as well. And so you can see again some of the paint bubbled on this elevation, but we're going to get all that scraped back, get it fully sanded, and then we'll get it re-primed and recoated and top coated. So that's a pretty good buy. Here are the new tall stools for the island desk in the middle of the office. We've gone for a dark blue and orange colour scheme to match the new company colour palette. It's a busy afternoon for the girls as they're preparing quotations, drawings and information for our valued clients. Okay, so we have reached the end of Monday and it's a really good day it has been. We've obviously had the 5-bay come up from Oxford, which has finally landed in the yard. That looks like a really good building. It is got multiple options that we can do with it. It's got those really nice feature windows across the front. So we might look at it to go for an office-based project, but it'll also lend itself really nicely to go for one of our standard double classrooms, which will sort of create a nice space for a school. We've had plenty of inquiries come through on emails, some with the school side of things, plenty of cabin inquiries as well, which is really positive for what that's doing. We've got the roofing work going on, the 6-bay, which will move on to the 3-bay later in the week. We've got, what was the other thing we'd got going on? Oh yeah, obviously the lads, they're still down in Penzance. We've got the project up in Stafford for the modular removals, and Chris is still up in Stockport, bless him, painting the way up there. So really good day, really positive. Lots of work going on. I'm feeling a lot more upbeat, not flat. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Tuesday. Good morning. It's Tuesday. You may be wondering why I'm smiling as much as I am. Is it because I've won a huge job? No. Is it because I bought a building for an amazing price? No. But it is because of this comment right here. Apparently, unbeknownst to me, I don't smile. I always thought I was quite a happy, cheery, smiley guy. But unfortunately, to Mr. Hinton Bowen, he has told me I don't smile. The more upsetting part to that is it's not the first time I've heard it in the last 7 days. See, one of the drivers who took one of the units down to Penzance also said, "Do I ever smile?" So, just for you guys, I can do it. Right, let's get to the yard. All right, guys, so I'm just up on the roof of the 6-bay modular building, which is going to be the double classroom that's going to a school in Stourbridge. As you can see, the guys from KU Designs have now got all the brand new 18mm OSB board, which is down, all fixed and screwed, which is looking really nice. They've laid 3 of the blankets down, obviously just to stretch it out and get it ready for gluing, which will probably be happening tomorrow now because the weather's a bit dicey and we don't want to put the glue down and any moisture get to the boards as it won't adhere the blanket properly. But yeah, this is all looking very nice. The extra blankets for the other 3 bays have been delivered today, so we'll see the progress, but we'll go and have a look at the 3-bay that they're working on at the minute. This is the Telford project, just an example of the roof of how it will look when it's glued but not trimmed up yet. We've got an update from the land of Penzance. The guys are absolutely crushing the job down there, so much so it looks like they've finished a day and a half early down there. Steve sent me up this photo from site, and as you can see, I said the building is absolutely awesome. They've really done. I mean, when I come up with these ideas, basically, you know, sort of talk to my clients about what my vision is and things along how I want it to look, how I think it can look. You know, you take inspiration from many different places. Obviously, a lot of modular companies in our industry do cladding. There's a lot of people that obviously do plaster sol, and they do some great things with it, and you know, you just put your own interpretation of that onto it and then hope that you can deliver it for your client. So, you know, when I was talking to Mike at Travel Chapter, I sort of came up with a drawing and with a design, which I'll put up now. And we said, you know, we think we can deliver this for you. Obviously with the you know, sort of cladding in sections, it adds a different depth to the building. So my idea was, you know, this is what I want to deliver for you. But then I've got to explain it to the guys and basically, like, right, lads, I want to do this, 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 and this. And, you know, sometimes they go, yeah. But most of the time, they just go, yep, all right, we'll figure it out. We'll go and get it done. And all credit to our team that they are absolutely superb. And I've not had a job yet where they've not been able to get it done. And that is an absolute testament to them. And I'm very thankful that they've delivered another superb project, a long, long way away from home, away from their loved ones. Some of them have got children. So shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. You've done an amazing job. I know the customer's happy. And, you know, obviously you're going to be back in the yard tomorrow afternoon, which means we can get you working earlier on the 3-bay and the 6-bay to obviously get me even more clients happy. So, you know, it just goes to show that even with a bit of vision and then the execution of a quality team that have got great knowledge, you know, great things can happen. It's also a pre-owned building, so don't forget that. From where we took it from, which we've got some matching other bays down the yard, which I'll show you. You know, you can create something amazing, but you can save money and you can help the environment at the same time by just, you know, almost upcycling old stock. You know, so long as you guarantee that the structure is going to be good, so long as you guarantee that it's watertight, that it's insulated, you know, you can almost make the building look new, like we have done with the Penzance project, exactly the same as like we're doing with the Telford project now. And it's kind to the environment and it's kind to your wallet, and that is a winner. Time to do some more work. Okay guys, it is the end of Tuesday and what another awesome day it has been. We made some great progress again on the buildings. As you heard, Penzance is absolutely flying along a day and a half early in terms of completion date. It means I get to bring the lads back faster to get them working on other projects, but it also means I've now got to go and shoot down to Penzance to go and do the handover meeting with Mike from Travel Chapter. The guys from KU Designs are obviously working really well on the 6-bay roof and the 3-bay roof. So obviously Stafford, which I'm going to try and get up to tomorrow. I know I've not brought you any footage from the Stafford site and I apologise for that, but I will shoot up there tomorrow because it's only literally 10 minutes up the road. But I'll get up there, go and get some footage of that, bring that to you on Wednesday. But yeah, it's been a good day, really good day. Great feelings in the office. There's a lot more inquiries coming in. We're trying to sort of talk to our school clients now to just make them realise that we're pretty much full for the summer. We can't realistically take any more on. I can't talk about the one project at the moment because it's very close to possibly coming off. I'll bring you that in the future, but yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a really, really, really good day. Really proud of what everyone's doing in the office. Chloe just seems to be absolutely flying. She's getting really comfortable with doing quotes. To obviously, she's got a great phone manner as well. Vicky is just putting school quotes at left, right and centre. As I say, we're trying to tell schools now that we're going to be available for the October half term, or because we have enhanced DBSs, we can obviously work in live schools as well. So Kareen's just absolutely flying around doing all the phone swap overs. We've got the files coming in. Let me show you this. Oh, sorry, I was sitting on a kitchen side there, channeling my inner Chris from the Every Trade group. If you haven't watched any of their content, by the way, and you are sort of subscribed to us, go and subscribe to them, because they've been absolutely awesome with supporting our channel early on. They're a much bigger channel than us, but it's sort of aligned in different construction. Anyway, as a family-run business, we have the occasions when my wife has my children, my nephews and nieces, because Vicky and Catherine in the office are my sisters. So because half terms happen, obviously, you know, the kids are on school holidays, I either lose my staff for an amount of days during those holiday times, or what we've got now with the new office is the start of a creche. I say a creche, they're all a little bit older than creche age. But we're building a chill out room within the office for obviously all the books, the libraries for the kids going on. They're all gonna have toys. Office staff that we can offer that to, you know, the staff outside if they have an emergency and one of the kids needs to come here. We've got a comfortable, safe environment for them to be here, that they can obviously look after the kids if they can't take them home. So again, Tuesday, good day. It's Wednesday tomorrow. I'll see you then. Good morning. It's Wednesday, and as promised, I brought you up to the Stafford Modular Removal to have a look at how everything's going on site for getting these 39 bays off. So we're still in the stripping down process. I'm going to try and give you some information of what we've got to do here, what the processes are, what the guys are working on to basically get everything broken down so we can put them onto lorries and get them back into the depot. So let's get in there and have a look. Okay guys, so this is the 20 bay open plan part of this complex. It has been, I mean, I've got the photos of how it looked when it originally had all the furniture in the desks. I've got a photo of when it was just open plan without any of the furniture in, and this is how it is currently looking right now. As you can see, the guys have I mean, I think you probably hear my the microphone picking up my feet, sort of pulling on the tackifier glue on the floor where all the carpet tiles were. But the guys have absolutely muscled on. They've got all of these carpet tiles lifted up. There's been some casualties along the way by the looks of it. So these are the bay joints. So this is a modular system. This is where they're connected together. So there's normally a plasterboard infill panel that goes over the top of here, filled in with some rock wool or rigid insulation. These are the cleats and the bolts that hold the two bays together when they're all connected in. So we're going to take these off. We're going to keep the bolts so that when we put them back in on the new site, they will all be able to go back on there. We also always build in a couple of spares because inevitably some get lost. So the electrics, you can see, they get folded back into the trunking. We've got these internal filler pieces as well. So again, we can put all this back together on its new site. And what we're intending at the moment for these buildings is that we're going to turn them into one of our most popular products for our markets, which is the education market. So these units lend themselves perfectly to being single classrooms, double classrooms, triple or quad classrooms. So we can probably get 8 classrooms out of this building in a double classroom layout. I'll put an example of what one of those drawings look like now. We've got up on the lights here, because we've got to transport all these. These are the old Cat 2 fluorescents, which we don't really do anymore. We swap everything to LED, but the guys have just cable tied them on just to make sure that the internal diffuser doesn't fall down. Again, you can see up there that we've cable tied it on. The electrics here have been pulled down, so we know where all the wiring is, and the sparkies have fixed it down into the floor so it's safe for transport on the road. The other big part of the project is obviously this building's got air conditioning. So all of the condensers, both the external condensers anyway, have all been taken off. We're actually going to get these collected in a van, picked up. These external doors are on the links, but they are absolutely brilliant doors. We'll be able to use those in some future projects. There's a couple of those about. We've got the internal units for all the air conditioning. So all these need to be picked up. I'm going to have a chat with Dave Hill at SC Daily Transport. He's going to come and pick all these up for me. We love Big Dave. You'll see him on the channel hopefully very soon. But yeah, progress is absolutely flying across here, and really happy and thankful for the guys for how hard that they're working to get these uplifted. So sometimes one of the perks of the jobs, or an absolute nightmare, is that you get left with a lot of furniture or equipment and things along that kind of line that is absolutely available for you to take away. And this is all like really nice quality desks and dividers. There's a few chairs about. I think there was even a printer at one point. But for us, they're huge, bulky items that we've basically just got to transport out. I mean, me being me, you know, I know that one of these desks is sort of a couple of £100 a piece, maybe £100. You've got little filing cabinets down there and things like that. So I think what we're going to do is get all this collected, and then I'm going to reach out to people, to some different charities, maybe even some startup businesses, that if people are looking for a desk, if there's something we can possibly do to help them out, you know, I'll put a post out on LinkedIn. So if my LinkedIn will be in the comments for this channel, that if you are interested in a desk and you're local to the Stafford area and you want to come and get one picked up, you know, there's some really nice quality stuff here, and like I say, if we can help another couple of businesses out, why wouldn't we do it? Because most of the time, stuff like this just ends up in a skip, and one, just protecting the environment a little bit, keep stuff out of landfill, but two, if we can help people's pockets, I don't see why we couldn't do something like that. So yeah, find me on LinkedIn, guys, and you know, if you're looking for a desk or something, we'll see what we can do for you. Okay, back outside. When you're working on these jobs, obviously health and safety is paramount to what you've got to do. So we can use step ladders. We write it into our risk and method statements, but really they're built for short duration work. And with the amount of time it takes to get these bay joints off or get these roof joints off, you know, you need something that's a little bit more accessible, something that the guys can work off better, and something that they can obviously hook their lanyards and everything onto. So we generally will hire in a cherry picker or cube that can obviously just push the things across, get the guys hooked up to. There's Darren at the moment with all his harness on, etc. But yeah, really useful bits of kit that allows access. This is hired from AFI. We generally hire a lot of our equipment from. Nice, simple, delivered exactly when we wanted it to be done. But yeah, great bit of kit, versatile, just for us to be able to hook the guys onto, to be able to work on the roofs, and also easy access. As with all sites these days, we always make sure the boys are looked after, so we get a welfare unit on site. This one's from Welfare Hire. We've used them on a few sites. This one was a bit ropey inside, but it's got all the necessities that they need to keep them nice and happy. But yeah, basically, so the guys are crushing it. We've got Darren and Dan Edwards from DE Joinery, who are some of our favourite installers and removers. absolutely brilliant guys. I know a lot of people in the industry, they know them well, highly skilled. They also, you know, they're just their overall wisdom of being able to make my life so much easier, and that's just such a big help for me. You know, like I say, I'm very good at putting a job together, selling cabins, selling modulars and stuff like that. But when it comes to the removal of them, the installation of them, obviously you want the right expertise on site. And our guys are great, but they can't be everywhere at once. Like I say, down in Penzance, I've got this going on, I've got Stockport projects, work in the yard. So, you know, you need the right partners just to be able to make sure projects come through right. By the looks of it, with the amount of these roof trims that have been taken off, I need to go and speak to my metal dealer and get him up here with a skip so he can come and get these removed, and we'll get this we'll get all this front end completely cleared up and tidy. So as your first little walkthrough of modular building removal, I've got to go and get back to the depot now, because I've already got phone calls and emails flying in, and I'm hoping I can go and get these sold so I can pay everybody. I'll see you back in the office. All right then, back in the office, and I am trying to get organised a lorry or some sort of vehicle tomorrow to pick up the desks, to pick up the air conditioning. I've got to order a metal skip to get those roof trims all picked up, so I'm working on that at the moment. The rest of the guys are having a chat in the boardroom about varying different things, just leaving me alone to get on with some of my stuff. On the emails, a couple of inquiries have come in. I've got some drawings to get done for Chloe and for Vicky. But other than that, it's pretty chill afternoon so far. So I've got my jobs to do. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. Otherwise you just end up under a mountain of work and not getting things back to customers. So I'm going to get on with that, and then I'm also going to pop out into the yard to go and have a look at how the guys from KU are getting on with the roofs. All right guys, here is the brand new roof covering for the 6-bay classroom that we've got going down to Stourbridge. So it's a EDPM rubber roof membrane, which is fixed down onto a 18mm OSB, and then obviously onto the roof joist, and then insulation down onto the ceiling joists. So the guys from KU Designs, which is sort of run by Kieran. I'll put a link in the description to their Instagram and their details. But they do an absolutely fantastic job. Look how beautiful that is. I say this stuff's got a 20-year life on it. So our clients now have got peace of mind. It's been put in by approved installers, and an absolutely quality roof. It's a monopitch design, so you can see it's sort of flat from the top end, and then these uprights run it down to the gutter, which is going to be sat down at this end. There's bits of OSB are just on there to hold the blanket down in the wind. So yeah, another quality bit of work that we've done. Improves our warranties for our customers as well. And I say, just a little bit of peace of mind that their roof's not going to leak on them when they get their building. And I say, this is a pre-owned building, so it just goes to sort of show the levels that we go to ensure some longevity and value for our clients. Okay, here's something that I'm pretty chuffed with. Just bought a new case for the drone. Also bought 2 new batteries because it only does about 36 minutes of flight time, so Got a couple of spare batteries as well, which means I can keep it up there for a bit longer. But I am renowned for breaking stuff, so I'm going to give this this guy as much protection as I can. Little Skyreet. There we go. Very nice. All right, end of the day, just checking everything's locked up, everything's secure. I always just like to have a quick nip around, make sure the guys have turned the battery off on the forklift and things on those kind of lines. But yeah, I mean, a bit of a nice morning getting up to Stafford and obviously being able to show you what we're doing up there, what the process is, how it works, etc. But other than that, really, it's a bit of a steady afternoon, nothing too exciting. Just some standard cabin inquiries going on. And other than that, home to the babies. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning and see if there's something a bit more exciting happening for you. Sorry, that's the way business is going to be. It's not always exciting, which sometimes you need. Need a bit of a rest every so often. Slow the pace down. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so updates so far. This building, the one we bought in from Oxford earlier in the week, has already got 3 inquiries on it at the moment, which is all good. See if we can pull that together. It's nice when you can bring something in nice and quick, and you've obviously, you've got the product that you can offer out to people. Hopefully it's an October one because we're busy up until then. The lads have just cleaned out the 3-bay, which is going up to East Spilsby. Obviously this is the roof. That was done yesterday as well. A fair bit of work to start in here. You can sort of see where all of the old screed and the old vinyl were, where the partitions sat previously. Some of it's quite thick in places. So we're just going to use a levelling compound just to fill out all these gaps. And then basically you want to put a brand new 18mm OSB over the top of it all. Get the so these 2 walls are all good with the amount of windows that they've already got in. We've got to put a couple more windows into this side as well, and then we're obviously going to build new walls with the same specification, with the same insulation, etc. onto these sides. Bracing bars out as usual, and then we're going to be installing a suspended ceiling in here. To most of the building, there's a couple of areas where there are showers, etc. So we'll just use a standard plasterboard ceiling for those areas with some moisture resistance to it. So next project, which is going to be starting probably on Monday, the guys are starting this one, and it'll be going out on the 15th of July. So a quick turnaround to get this one out and up to site. And just jumping up on top here is just a quick little video just showing you the brand new roof covering that we've put up on top of the 3-bay. That's heading up to Lincoln, just so you know that our clients have got the best longevity that they can possibly get on any new or pre-owned units that they're purchasing from us. All right, the furniture delivery and the aircon units have now come down from Stafford Docksey into the depot. So we are just about to go and offload the truck, or the guys have already started. They've just asked me to come down and give them a hand. So we're just going to store all that stuff in one of our buildings, keep it dry and keep it safe for a couple of weeks while we decide what we're doing with the actual buildings themselves. And yeah, we just got one of those mornings where everything's just being a bit of a pain. Nothing major, no big problems, just lots of little ones that start to mount up and make you feel like you've got big problems coming on. So that's what today feels like so far. Well, the new office has turned into temporary storage, which is all right, 'cause it's still going to take me 2 to 3 years to actually get this thing set up. Whew. All right, back into the office. Hey, look, here they are, all the women of MPB. Look, here's one. There's two. Look, she's shying away. Her outfit wasn't quite vogue enough to go on YouTube today. Chloe's firmly focused on her computer, and I'm sure Rini will give me a wave. She definitely won't give me a wage. We know how that works. It's new chair day at MPB. The orthopaedic chairs have arrived, and we're finally getting rid of the old ones that we've got. But just check this out. This is, see, you know, we all work hard. Look, there's everybody hiding away from the camera again. So we all work really hard, and, you know, we've got our nice new chairs. But look at what the kids have got. Look at these bean bags. I'm going to have to try one of these out. I think I could live like this. I think this could be the this could be the way forward. Maybe we go for one of those modern marketing offices on beanbags instead of just standard chairs. It's pretty. I think the kids are going to enjoy it in here when we actually we bring them up for a half term at some point. It's pretty cool. Nice library. A bit of a doll's house there. Going around. TVs, and then into the Lego zone in the corner. So very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, in the true spirit of honesty, which is something we promote here at Midlands Portable Buildings, this is the 6-bay modular building that in episode 1 I said that I was going to clear. All the lads are basically saying that it's my duty now and that I've got to remove it because I told them that they could store it in here for a little while. Because it was closer to the job that they were working on. Better get started. And like I say, in the true spirit of honesty, I've not done it. We've had some good news this afternoon that one of our school projects, which was due to come off hire in October this year, the school have now asked to extend the hire through to the summer period of 2025. So that's quite a big set of big modular classroom complex that's on site at the moment. And I say meant to come off in October. They're now extending through to the summer of 2025. So that gives us some more guaranteed revenue now running straight through the year to October. So that's again another tick in the box, which is going well. It's nice to sort of end on a higher note after those little couple of problems that we got this morning, which again wasn't much, but it was enough just to get your attention. So positive, good bit of higher revenue coming in for a guaranteed period of time, which, what is that? It's another 9 months, 10 months of higher revenue coming in. So stuff like that is always appreciated. Whew. Tell you what, that was some difficult work there to get all this cleared out. Now, again, as truthful as I always am, I let the team down and didn't get my part done. So a big thank you to all of my excellent team that have already had a hard week down in Penzance, but they're now picking up the slack that I am leaving behind. So well done, guys. Thank you very much. It's one that you'll be able to hold over me for a long period of time, no doubt. But I appreciate everything you've done anyway. So yeah. down in the comments if you can just leave a nice well done to the guys, and I don't know, maybe drop the lads a like so I can tell them all their hard work was justified. And again, very sorry for letting the team down and not keeping up my end of the deal. Useless. Okay, so back in the office now. We've just waved goodbye to the guys for the afternoon. It's just gone 4:30. We are hanging back now because it is a very special person's 70th birthday. So that's my father, Big Nige. We're all going to have a little bit of a get-together just to say happy birthday and thank him for everything that he's done for us. He's obviously the main founder of the business alongside my brother Chris. Literally one of the most selfless people that you could ever meet in this world. An absolute role model for us as his kids to look up to and hopefully be able to be, either just like him in life or like him as a parent. So big happy birthday, Dad. Hopefully you're all happy with what we're doing for you. I'm going to try and get you on camera in a bit when you get here, but I imagine you're probably going to kill me if I try and do that. So if everybody could just leave a happy birthday for my dad down in the comments. He does watch it religiously, or I say religiously, we're only 3 episodes in, so he does watch it. And it'll be nice for him to be able to just flick down and see a few happy birthdays for him. So happy 70th. But also, it's not just his birthday. Our new girl Chloe is also celebrating her birthday today on the same day. So if you could also add a happy birthday to Chloe as well, who I think is after my job because she's currently sold more than me since we've got into the new office. So I may have to hand over my title to her at some point. But yeah, happy birthday, guys. And hopefully I can bring you a little bit of footage of us just having a few nibbles and sandwiches of the big man when he gets here in a bit. But for the work on, what day are we on, Chris? We're on Thursday. For the work for Thursday, I think that's it, over and out. And I will see you tomorrow for Friday. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday and I am in the boardroom. We are just prepping for a meeting that we've got coming up with a set of clients who are coming to look at purchasing a modular nursery from us. So just getting everything set up, make sure I've got the drawings, make sure I've got the information ready for them to have a look at what we've done. Then we're going to go and take them to have a look around Project Telford, which obviously we're working on. So we're going to use a similar setup in the same sort of modular frames to be able to provide their project. So that's going to be a good start to the morning. We're making a start on Project Stourbridge today as well, which is the 6-bay double classroom. And then the guys are adding some extra cladding onto Telford and just doing the waterproof membranes down the 2 gable end. So hopefully they're going to have a good jump on that as well today. Steve and Chloe have gone down to our other depot, which is down in Brockton, Staffordshire, to meet a client who's interested in one of our 2-bay offices, one that we've just bought back up from London. Chris is starting the painting and the preparation on the 5-bay modular building we bought back from Oxford the other day, so the blue one that you've seen. He's prepping the outside body where we've got those couple of bubbles. He's obviously getting those scraped off, sanded down and putting some primer on that to get ready to put some a full base coat on that. Other than that, yeah, at the moment it's a little quieter in the office. I think everyone's having a sleepy Friday so far, but it's only 9 o'clock, so maybe not everyone's got going as yet. But I'll just bring you some more interesting shots through the day, maybe try and get you some shots of what's going on in Project Stourbridge, where the lads are building the first set of timbers to go and create the new external walls. So we'll see if we can get you a nice time lapse of what they're doing. But other than that, it's time to get ready for my meeting. Over on Project Telford, the guys are carrying on with the external cladding of the building. I'd say it's just been on and off rain all day, so they've sort of been jumping inside, coming back out, jumping inside, coming back out. But yeah, it is again, just like the front, it's just an absolute beautiful finish that they've done for us again. Okay, so we are just finished with that meeting with the nursery clients that came across, and it was a really good meeting. There's a lot of things that they hadn't considered of what they could achieve with Modular on their various number of sites. They've got a number of sites across the UK, and yeah, so they're really excited about what they can possibly do now with the benefits of Modular, that they can install a building without having to sort of, or have minimum impact on their existing running, because they run through 52 weeks of the year, even open through the Christmas period if they need to. So obviously we can sort of control our own environment, do most of the build off-site, and then just bring it in there for a short period of weeks on site, and then obviously get the nursery up and running. We took them through the Telford project, which, as you know, is a nursery building, and they were sort of blown away with the size of the building, what they could achieve, sort of the timelines that we're already working to. I mean, I know it's delayed from the main contractor's point of view, but we would have been ready to basically go with that project within 8 weeks of sort of getting everything done and put down. So yeah, really positive meeting. They've gone away now to basically consider it, and they're going to get in touch with me next week to go down and see the first one of their sites where they're considering of putting a building on. But yeah, obviously, you know, this is the benefit now of having this meeting room, this office, everything being done up to the nines that we've got. Because as soon as they came in here, they were sort of say, oh, okay, so this is what can be achieved in a modular building. So, and bearing in mind, this is a refurbished modular building. We purposely set the office up as a refurb. I think the building's about 16 to 20 years old. Originally a brand called Rover Cabin, and we've just completely gone to town on it. So, but when you start telling people that it's actually a 16-year-old building, you know, they're absolutely blown away by the sort of the finish that we've created. So yeah, very nice, really positive meeting. And sort of in that time between finishing the meeting and sort of recording this part, we've had all the new fake plants arrive for the office. So I'm just going to cut to Kareen, who's doing a build your own plant in the office. Welcome to the MPB plant building division. Pardon?
Floristry.
They have the floristry, yes. MPB floristry. So you've got Chloe in the corner working on her new office plant. However, just as another little announcement, do you want to tell them? No. So Chloe's sealed another sale today, further putting me behind her in the rankings, as mentioned earlier in the week. So again, another big well done to Chloe for getting another sale.
Bye.
Is that going all right there, mate?
No.
Look at our professional foliage. Very nice. I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference in the office there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice little bit of greenery as well.
If I can just move Rita just needs to...
Look at our new stools as well. I was meant to bring these earlier to you in the week, but we've now got the new branded stools in the office as well. There's Chloe's and my father's birthday cakes, which we're also enjoying. Very impressed. How's your plant going, Chloe?
It's not as good as Kareem's.
Well, I'm not going to try one.
Okay.
So this is how we sort of start the initial preparation of the external walls with the timber. So each one of these has just sort of plotted out where the windows, so this one's going to be double doors, this one's got 2 windows in down there, so they'll be put up, and then we'll put the strengthening timbers in at 400 centres. It's another one that's just going up. So eventually, once they're all put up, they will look like this. And this is the outside board. So the back of this is what we call a multi-pro board. So it's a non-combustible rated board. And then underneath the protective coatings, if I can find a spot, I'll get in here. So this is the plastisol steel, which is a 0.7mm steel sheet, low maintenance finish. It's got a sort of a leather grain plastic finish to it. So it's pretty standard in the modular building industry. But yeah, so they're, the walls are obviously stood up. The middle infill panels just left out for now, just whilst we're putting the fixing the boards in, and I'll say that'll be added in at the end. The windows will be cut out later on as well. We'll just keep the building weatherproof at the minute. There's an aperture for one of the doors. So once we've got all this external skin on, we'll then start building up the insulation, which has got 125mm compressed insulation. And then, like in the Telford project, we've got the foil insulation vapor membrane to go on top of that, and then it's finished off with the vertical strapping, which will take the plasterboard. So it's just our start on project Stour Bridge for this one, which isn't too bad. So with the Oxford modular building that we've bought in, Chris and Steve have already started the scraping, which I showed you earlier, of taking the bubbles off, and given the outside an initial sort of rub down with some sandpaper, that's then going to be started to be built up with possibly some filler if it's needed, but certainly put a bit of primer on just the outside of that before they start the initial base coats on the building. Let's just have a look at the front elevation. So yeah, you can see the areas that they've already started the work. Some of the worst spots, which were down here. So what it's caused by is basically just some moisture or the glue separating underneath the plastisol skin. And I say you just get bits of water trapped in between them that just needs some attention. But pretty easy fix, and then once it's painted or even cladded, you definitely won't see it. But we want to make sure that there's some good life left in the buildings. All right, guys, it is Friday. It is 5 o'clock. I'm just giving it another 5 minutes because apparently there's a chance I'm going to be expecting a phone call but as it's this time on a Friday, I think it's probably more likely going to arrive on Monday now. But it's the end of another very productive week, a much more positive week, even though it's had its, it's had its moments. There's been a couple of little bits of problems, but that's what business is about. It is a game of fighting your way through from one problem to the next, and if you get through those problems, you move to the next set of problems, but it means you're moving forward. So I don't think there's ever a moment where everything's just hunky-dory and right. But it's been a good week. It's been a fantastic week. It's nice to have all the guys back in the yard from the Penzance project, from Stockport. We've still got guys up in Stafford working on the 39 bays and stripping all that down, which I brought you earlier in the week. That's progressing really well. We've got the transport and the craneage arranged for that. So that's coming out not next week, but the week after. Some of the sections are coming back into the depot. Some of the sections are going into storage at another yard. But so hopefully I've brought to you some varying areas of the business, a couple that you've not seen. You've seen sort of the start of Project Stourbridge and Project Spilsby getting started. New roofs, new walls going in, more cladding on the Telford project. We've got more green stuff in the office with the plants that have been delivered today. Meetings for me. So yep, really positive week. Very happy. We've had some good inquiries come in. Chloe is absolutely banging through the sales now. We're all happy. It's good. It brings us to the end of the week. Thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot more positive than I was at the end of last week. But the big thing that I want to say to you all is just like a massive thank you. I don't know what it did on episode 3 of why it sort of took off, but the views shot up above 3,000 views. The subscribers have grown around about 200 subscribers since I sort of started these vlogs, which is it's such an amazing thing to see. It's like, as I've said before, it's just a bit of validation for the sort of effort that I'm putting in to doing these vlogs. It's nice to see that you're enjoying them. And it's just crazy to think that I've got people from, that's not the phone call I wanted. That's just the big man checking in. It's just amazing to see the areas around the world that this has got to. We've had comments from Australia. I've got comments from Canada. I can see on the analytics from YouTube that I've had people from Cuba, Japan, just places across Europe of people watching and tuning in to what we're doing here, which is mind-blowing in a sense. So I want to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed, each and every one of you that has liked it, and obviously the people who have commented. And from that point, obviously, if you do enjoy what we do here, it's not just for me, it's for all the guys in the yard, the girls and the guys in the office. Please give it a like. Please leave us a comment. And obviously, it would be amazing if we can get a subscription from you as well. It's not important. We're going to keep doing it. It just gives everyone a lift when we see those numbers rise up. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday as this goes out. But before that, I wish you the best for next week. I hope it is very prosperous for you. I hope it's stress-free, and I hope you get lots of business. If it's not business, then I just hope you have an amazing week and amazing time. And I will see you in episode number 5. Click here. I'm going to go with here. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch last week's episode, which was episode number 4. I love you all, appreciate you all, and again, thank you for being part of the MPB community with Inside the Box.